you see that?
And that's steady pressure.
That's steady pressure. Okay? When we get together, you don't get to sharpen your teeth. I'm using steady pressure right now on his face. And I'm releasing a lot. Now, in some ways, you could say, well, boy, Michelle, you're being awful picky. He's standing next to you. Yeah. But Sparky's been pretty consistent with one thing. When he gets close to me, what he starts doing is he starts applying ask, insist, demand, and enforce on me instantly. The second he steps up to me, he starts with that nasty face. So he's already at insist, isn't he? No, not anymore. Guess what, Sparky? We've learned to not give me any of those things far away. Now you're going to learn to not give them close to me. Okay? So I have to return. Oh, well, see? Wasn't that good? He was about to spook, wasn't he? You notice what he didn't choose to do?
Or,
Run into me!
yeah.
He chose not to run into me! Oh my God! We haven't even worked on that, have we?
And he didn't choose to do it.
He didn't choose to do it. But we have been working on it all along. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to go back to the topic at hand. You saw
You okay?
steady pressure. Okay? Now are you ready to see driving pressure? Okay. Driving pressure. Can you guys tell me where I got to in my predictable escalation of pressure?
You got to insist.
I actually got to demand. Okay? See how small ask is? This is insist. You notice the other one was just a little bit higher than that, wasn't it? Okay? That was demand. Yeah, I know. He's really having a tough time working out this fact that I'm still who I am. He'd like me to switch back. He had a really good deal Saturday when I showed up. He was going to live a high life, fat and happy. So that's what kind of pressure right there?
Demand? No, it's...
It was demand. I got to demand, and it's driving pressure. Okay? Because it has a rhythm to it. Okay? So we have two types of pressure. What are they, ladies?
Demand. No.
Driving
and steady.
Yes! Driving and steady. Now, show me with your fingers, with your hands, which one's driving? What does driving look like? Okay? Now, apply a predictable escalation to your driving pressure. Ah, finally we get to 10. Good job. You notice how you guys are like, okay, she'll quit before I get to 10. She'll quit before I get to 10. She'll quit before I get to 10. Okay, just to let you know, that's how you'll treat your horse too. You'll be like, he'll move before I get to 10. He'll move before I get to 10. You notice I don't have that reservation. If I gotta go to 10, I just go to 10, don't I, with Sparky? Okay, I need you guys to make the same commitment. Okay? Because horses are committed to that language out there, aren't they? So guess who also has to commit to that language? Okay? So now with your fingers, show me steady pressure. Steady pressure. Steady pressure. Try your finger this way. Aha! Steady pressure. Now are you going to increase the pressure for me? Yes! Good job! It's easier to do steady pressure, isn't it? Did you guys notice that for yourselves? You're like, I'll pull on my finger. That's okay. Okay, we're going to go back to driving pressure, and I want you to be predictable and consistent. Good job. Yeah. Clapping your hands that hard kind of stings, doesn't it?
It was good when you said yes because he went like and stayed.
Yes. He's like, ah! Ah! Okay? So, that's the first thing we've learned today. Okay? What's the first thing we learned today?
Steady pressure and driving pressure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Now, where do I apply steady pressure and where do I apply driving pressure?
Steady pressure is when you want to go forward, and driving pressure is when you want to go backwards.
Nice. Very good. Now, when I go to move him away from me, we're going to expand on that thought, okay? Anytime I want him to move away from me, I'm going to use driving pressure. Did you notice I used driving pressure yesterday when I was moving his hindquarters away from me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So just something to keep in mind, okay? When I want him to move away from me, what kind of pressure am I primarily going to use on the ground?
Driving.
Driving. Good job. All right. So that is a nasty face. Did you guys notice that?
Mm-hmm.
He's just standing here next to me with a nasty face. Do you notice that on Monday when he gave me a nasty face, I was a particular way about it? I was kind of calm, right? And I'd only do something if he bit me. You notice today things have changed, haven't they? Okay? Because we've dealt with the teeth, but he's still got the attitude, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So do I need to get rid of the attitude now? I do, don't I? But here's the thing. I need him to stand next to me and change his attitude, don't I? Because he's not having the attitude when he's standing away from me, is he? No? No, he's not giving me a nasty face when he's 4 feet away from me. He's pretty chill. He's not biting me, but he's giving me the increase of pressure, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
What's the nasty face correlated with? Insist, the pressure of 5. That's a pretty high pressure this little man's applying to me, and he's really close, and he's already in my personal space. Should I fix that?
But you asked him.
I asked him to be in my space, but does he get to be in a nasty disposition while he's in my space?
No.
No, because now he's closer, so he's even more dangerous, isn't he? He's actually within range of biting me. So is it more important that I have a conversation with him about his pressure on me?
Yes.
Yes. See, he's getting closer and having a better look in his face, isn't he? Yes? Okay. Are you guys ready to teach me how to move my hindquarters away?
Sure.
Because you get to teach me how to do it today. Because, you know, I'm a brand new student and I don't know what to do. So where am I going to go and what am I going to do?
You're going to stand on the side of him.
Okay? On the side of him where?
Right. No. And you're going to, stand right here. Belly button at his hip. Yeah.
Okay, belly button at his hip.
Your hip at his legs. And then
At his front legs.
and put your hand right so he doesn't bite.
Okay. So, cool, wonderful. Can I touch it? No? Okay. How am I going to get his hindquarters to move?
Now you have to scoot forward.
I have to scoot forward. Okay.
So you kind of push on.
Okay. But I want him to move away from me. So what kind of pressure should I use?
Driving.
Driving. So I don't push on him, do I? What do I do?
Drive.
I drive. Okay. So if I'm going to drive, where do I start with my driving pressure?
His hind ass. Or ass.
Uh-huh. Both of them good answers. Both of them great answers. Thank you. So right here or right here?
Right on his first one.
Right there. Okay. Okay. So does asks look like this?
No.
What was that?
It goes like this. It's slightly, and then you count to 4, and then you go a little harder with the pressure of 5, then 7.
Okay.
But if he
Okay.
stops,
And do I just keep going?
No.
No.
If he stops, you release the pressure.
Okay. Just stops anyhow or
No,
in what way?
If he does what you want, you stop.
Okay, so what do I want?
You want him to move his hind legs.
Okay, but what direction?
Away from you.
Away from me! Awesome. Okay, I think I'm equipped. Are you ready? You tell me when I do it good, okay? I need to know when I do good.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Good.
And when we do a good job, what do?
We rub it.
We rub it. Thank you. Look at what you guys learned. Isn't that fun? Okay. So, and then I need to just hang out with him, don't I? Because we like to hang out together, don't we?
Yeah, and you don't want to have him feel afraid.
I don't want him to be afraid of me. Perfect.
Because he shouldn't be.
Correct. All right. So can I do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I in the right position?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. So now what do I do?
1.
Just
Tap him lightly. Tap
with
him.
the driving.
1, 2, 3, 4. That was at 2.
That was at 2, wasn't it? All right.
Don't bite her. No, he doesn't have a nasty face. He was just curious. He was just sniffing.
That was good. Good distinction, guys. Nice. Nice observation. So he can sniff me and he can get curious. Okay?
But he can't bite you.
He can't bite me. Now what would I do if he did bite me?
Then you'd hit him. Yeah, you'd hit him.
Okay? So I would hit him. Let's put it a different way. I'd apply pressure to him, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
I'd tell him no. Yes?
But in horse's language.
But in horse's language, which is physical, which is hitting, but it's not just nonchalantly. Okay? We're applying his language. Okay? Just so when you go tell your school friends, hung out with somebody for 5 days, don't just go telling them I encouraged you to just hit things. Okay? All right. Are we ready? Oh my God! Wait! We got to fix something, don't we? Because I got excited. And what did he do?
He moved. And
He
he
moved.
got in your personal space.
He got in my personal space and he kind of reacted, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which means he's kind of thinking maybe I should be afraid of her and her tools. This is my tool, isn't it? And he kind of spooked away. Because we have 2 categories in our horse training. Okay? Now I mentioned them yesterday, but now I'm going to teach them to you. Okay? We've got sensitization, which is our pressures. Yes? Our pressure and release. And then we've got the balance, which is desensitization. So that our horse is not afraid of us or our tools. That's how we balance our horse. What are the 2 categories of sensitization, the 2 categories of training that we have with our horse?
Pressure and release.
Okay, that's how we train our horse.
Oh,
But are our 2 categories?
And desensitivism.
Yep. Yep. And why do we sensitize him?
So he'll move.
So he'll move. And why do we desensitize him?
So he won't move.
For the idea that we don't want him afraid of us. Okay? We don't want him afraid of